A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Richardson off the play fake. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ashton Doolin with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Colt defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, Green! Drill Green!
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Ultra. Go Ultra. Ready?
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Ready.
Ritter headed right off the option. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. The Falcons had 8 and 6 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. On 2nd down, Ritter. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now. Ritter going to change it up.
17. Set.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. Back deep for the Colts, Isaiah McKenzie. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, 77 yards. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gay is on for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Colts 14, Falcons 0. Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get him at the 25.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Smash. Red.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down. Here's Ritter. Throw left side. There's London. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ready.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Hey, go beat it. Ready.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. And this one's incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, And in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one. But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
19 tight, 19 tight. Hustle, hustle.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Richardson now on second down. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing.
Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give him 5 on the return.
And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller,
this time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Well, that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Third and long for Richardson. And this one drops in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
They'll start by running the option to the right.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ritter from the gun.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Let's go now.
A final shot before the half. Richardson. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Ritter off the play fake.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now Ritter going to change up the look.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 21-yard line.
Hey, hey, blue. Steel, black. Slide blue. Send.
They'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Green jack.
Ritter back to throw.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
6, 7.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Red, cycle. Ready.
Back to throw. Ritter. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Striker.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Down. Drill, 52. Yellow, blue. Check, hut.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Falcons.
Bijan Robinson hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit.
Drill, green.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Ready, ready.
Ritter will throw for it.
He'll buy some time right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. There he goes, left side.
Sets up 1st down and goal.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it.
He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 58 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
17. Set.
Ritter to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 3rd and short, Ritter. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Hey, smash. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. He's going to find Taylor downfield. It's complete. Still going inside the 20. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Okay, break.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the option, here's Taylor.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And Taylor going to pick up the Colts 1st down as he gets this up past the 40.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Richardson working from the gun. That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
There as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Now Richardson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
Now Richardson going to shift things up.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
A partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Second and 10, back to the air with Richardson. They'll get this off to Taylor.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, it's Richardson.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Going for it on fourth. Here's Richardson. That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Look at end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Ready.
A final shot now for Ritter.
Flushed out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination